Hey guys, thanks for bearing with me. It's been some time since I last uploaded. Been through a cycle of hectic work and sudden duty calls, and then there was some change in atmosphere as well. To be honest, the change of scenery is refreshing. It has been healing of some sort to my soul. I would definitely recommend this to all of you. Whenever you feel low, travel, change your place, and see something of beauty. Your soul will feel lighter and better, and it'll thank you for it. During the process, I have been focusing on a lot of things, which I would certainly talk about today. You see, the work which I have been doing can feel totally boring and life sucking. I am sure we all feel the same for our vocations as well. I will not believe you if you tell me that you absolutely love your job and have not a single complaint against it. You'd just be trying to make others feel jealous of you. Coming back to the point, this time I was stuck with carrying out very tedious and unsatisfying duties. Yet, I did not feel the frustration which I used to feel maybe a couple of months back. I was never in a rush to finish my work and to run back home. I faced difficulties almost every day, even in the most trivial of routine stuff as well. But my patience never waned off. I don't know if this is the magic of the new place or some kind of growth within me, but I am thankful for this. I learned a lot of things during my stay here. Before we begin today's topic, I just wanted to speak about something that I just realized while walking down the slope to my home. You know that song Kasuri? I mean, it was so viral back in its time, and I don't know about you, but I just don't have any amount of patience listening to it. The moment it comes on my queue, I just skip it. Same things happens with whatever things that go viral, right? Something that goes suddenly viral, and then after that period has passed, you just don't want to see it. Your mind is saturated with it. But then there are some things like some classics. I gave you an example of Pasuri. Now let me give you an example of the songs of 2000s. Take any Imran Hashmi song, for example, like, or let me say the song Tere Liye, or maybe, or even the classics like the songs from The Burning Train, Mehbooba Mehbooba, or Gulabi Aankhein. You know, these are classics. You don't get to listen them every now and then. They are not so viral, but whenever you sit down and listen to them, they just give you peace. They give your soul tranquility. You understand what I mean? And I think so. Just don't worry that your work, your creation is not getting viral. It's all right. They have a charm of their own. You don't need to make everything viral because once a thing goes viral and after that period is gone, that golden period, it will just lose its charm. All right, enough chatter for today. Now, without wasting any further time, let us begin our discussion on today's episode, the second part of the art of doing mundane things. I was unsure whether I should change the name of the title, but I guess this would be better. Maybe I will start giving random names to the title just to avoid the hassle of choosing a new name for the titles of each episode. So, let me first begin with a new thing that I learned recently, the default mode network. What is this default mode network? The answer lies in the simple fact that we dread boredom. So tell me, why do you want to run away from boredom? Does boredom force you to confront uncomfortable thoughts, questions you want to avoid, deadlines approaching that you want to forget about, meetings and schedules you don't want to think about, or the simple thought of being alone with your own mind? That restless mental chatter, the swirl of thoughts that rushes in when nothing else is happening. That's the default mode network. It might make you think about your purpose in life, the purpose of your existence in this vast world. your place in society, whether whatever you are doing is actually meaningful or not. These kind of huge questions we just don't like to answer ourselves because the answer is not going to be a simple one. You see, we get happy when we get a simple question which we can answer. Let me illustrate it with an example. So, are you hungry right now? Tell me, what do you want to eat? Hmm, a bit tough, right? There are so many options. So, let me tone it down a bit. Do you want to eat chocolate brownies or a red velvet cake? Yes, or maybe no, which will lead me to want to ask you a series of questions. But you're not my girlfriend. The thing is, the moment an easier path is offered, the struggle dissolves. But then, how can you expect your mind to grapple with deep existential questions? Instinctively, it just wants to shut down. Now, I won't be going very much in detail about the default mode network because you can find a lot about it on YouTube and Google. Or let me rephrase it to ChatGPT or Gemini if I want to refer it in current modes of choosing the most default search engine. The thing is, we have completely shut down our default mode network, thanks to the very device which you're using to listen to this podcast. Even a short period of waiting will lead us to open up our phones, to check for notifications, or just scroll up random stuff. So much so that even during the pause of normal routine conversations, we tend to do it. And because we are so used to avoiding the default mode network, we get nerfed down in many sorts of ways. We get angry very soon, getting irritated at the tiniest of changes from the routine pattern of things. Our patience and focus both are reduced. I am no exception to this either. Just while writing this podcast, I got so uncomfortable that I had to see the phone several times, even though I didn't even get a sound of a notification. So, even while working a singular task, I was finding it hard to focus. It's like I have got a crippling attention deficit disorder that I'm trying to get out of. So, long story cut short, try to be bored. Try to get better at being bored. You will feel slightly better and start enjoying the tiniest of things that life offers you. Now, what do you actually do when you are getting bored? Can you take up the challenge to not listening to any music while you hit the gym? Or maybe not using the phone as you wait in a queue to get your order? What would you do in that period where you won't be using your phone? I was experimenting with this as well. Now, I'm certain that all of you would have certain aspirations to achieve. You'd like to master a sport or an instrument. You'd like to improve your study sessions. You'd like to improve your relationship. The things would be endless. So while you're getting bored, picture yourself doing the things that will make you better at getting close to your aspirations. Don't picture the ends, picture the means, the methods of getting there. This process is called visualization. Once you picture yourself doing it, it will get a little bit easier to do it. Sounds very simple and childish, right? Try doing this. Picture yourself waking up early in the morning and going for a jog. Picture it for real and then try to do it. It may not be that successful, but you will find the energy to do it someday at least. It won't bother you that much when you wake up the next day. There are other means of doing the same thing as well, but that is a conversation for another episode. Now, I don't want to finish this episode here, but I have run out of things coherent to this episode to speak on. I will return soon with more stuff to share and discuss with you all. So, how did you find this episode? Do share it with me on my Discord server. I would also share a short video on default mode network on the about section of this episode as well. Till that time, take care until we meet again.